Did you know that you're just allowed to feel sad and lonely sometimes? Here are a few things you can do when it happens. I had one of those days not very long ago. I don't love them, but I don't fight against them like I used to. The first thing is to just realize that you're just allowed to feel sad or blue or down. You just are. So the first thing is to just be really compassionate. But even more than that, that's not even the word I'm searching for. Present. Just be present with yourself. When we're on the spiritual journey, it's so easy to think that we're always supposed to be grateful and know that God is in charge and all is well, or we're one with the universe and everything's as it's supposed to be. I love all those things, but we're also blessedly human, you know? I feel like every single one of us who is here on the planet, God said yes to. I feel like we said, I want to do it. I want to be here on the planet. And then I think we forgot. I think we forgot that we asked and that we're like, oh my God, most amazing possibilities on this amazing planet. There's so much diversity. I don't just mean people. I mean, there's so much that when we see it, we can just go, oh, it feels so bad to look at. My sweet significant other, Chris, it's just like so hard for him when he looks globally. For me, it's harder when I look, in like internally at, in our culture. I see stuff and I'm like, oh, that feels not fair. How is that happening? But I really want you to remember from your soul's presence that you very specifically asked to be able to come here. But because it's normal to sometimes forget that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, I know it's so very human of us to totally forget that we are these amazingly powerful creators of our life. Because it doesn't feel like it. It feels like, no, I'm just human and things are happening to me. And okay. So when and if you're having a day when you're just feeling sad and lonely or blue or down, the first thing I want you to do is be present with that feeling. Don't try to squish it away with busyness or sugar or alcohol or Netflix binging. Just for a couple of minutes. Don't freak out. Just for a couple of minutes. Be like, whoa, this is me feeling like that. And then after you're present with it, like literally just be like, what do I mean? How do I know I'm sad? Maybe you feel tearful. Maybe you feel heavy in your body or in your heart. Maybe your mind's conversation is trying to like go over and over about how you don't have the love you want. You don't have the support you need. You've tried and it didn't work. A client of mine, who has done some work for me, he's just feeling really, really down, like, never mind, it's not going to change. I can't get it done. So before we mush doggy that thing away, before we're like, oh, come on, start your affirmations again, start doing all the stuff, hold on. First, be present and notice where you feel it. And then after, you're just like, whoa, that's me. And again, I had one of these not very long ago, a few days before I recorded this. And that little thing was like, yeah, but you practice self-love. You're a self-love person. Yeah, yes. Yes. And part of self-love for all of us is being present with whatever you're feeling as you're feeling it. And that's the blessed piece of mindfulness. This is what's going on as the moment. And so notice it. Do you need to cry? Do you need to journal? Do you need to just lay on your bed and flop and go, ew, I'm a total grown up. I got this life thing, or everybody thinks I do. But I just feel sad and lonely. Or stick in whatever emotion is your depleting one for the moment. And then after you're present with it, that's when I really want you to do compassion to you. One of the things I love best about self-love is that when things are feeling good in your life or in my life, we can go, yay, and we celebrate it. So what do you do when things are yucky and you feel bad? Oh, of course, is to have compassion. So a couple of days ago when I noticed I was feeling just sad and down, before I reached out to Chris, and said, hey, or I told Nick, hey, I was like, oh, sweet girl, I'm sorry that you're feeling sad and lonely, but you're allowed. Kind of practice that one. I'm sorry you're feeling sad or lonely or hurt, but you're allowed. The cool thing about compassion is that it's just the kindness that goes, man, if I could take that hurt away from you, I would. And so feel that for your own self. Like right now, as you're watching this, put your hand on your sweetheart. Sweetheart. Yeah. You can kind of move a little bit if you want. Sometimes I rock, sometimes I pat. Oh, I'm sorry you're feeling yucky, but you're allowed. And then the last thing I want you to do is ask yourself truly, if I chose to be kind to myself, what do I need right now? If you chose to be kind to yourself when you're feeling yucky, what do you need right now? Chris and I have been really, really busy, and we keep ending up in different places. And I've had a lot going on physically and, with businessy woman work and stuff. And what I was going to do, I let myself be present, like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm feeling sad. And then I did the compassion thing, like, oh, sweet girl, I'm sorry you're feeling sad, but you're allowed. And I did that. And then I really thought I was just going to kind of keep it like to myself. Do you know what I mean? Because I know enough about me and about how emotions work that things roll through. And usually the next day I'm like, oh, I'm not sure what that was. But because I asked myself, like, hey, if I chose to be kind to myself, what do I need right now? I got this big annoying, like, you call him right now. He wasn't going to be home for like hours. It's like, call him. Could have been the opposite. I could have got ready to reach out to somebody and it could be like, hold on, sit there with it. Like it's a precious thing. When you're feeling sad and lonely or yucky or any of the emotions that are kind of depleting, I want you to love on yourself enough to be present with it. Don't try to mush doggy her away into something different. Just be there. And then be compassionate. You don't have to fix it. We don't have to fix it. We can just be there like, man, I'm sorry you're feeling like that, but you're allowed. I love you. And then the next thing is to really just ask yourself, like, okay, right now, maybe you'll get some answer when you ask, if I choose to be kind to myself, what do I need right now? Maybe go get a drink of water, maybe go take a nap, maybe stay up and, watch a feel good movie, maybe call somebody who can uplift you, maybe eat something that, tastes good in your mouth just for right now. What? Yeah, maybe just ask. You're allowed to feel sad and lonely. There's a lot going on in your life. I know there is. There's a lot going on in the world. I know there is. You are allowed to be a really powerful, really savvy, really with it person. And you're allowed to absolutely be on this inner spiritual journey. You're allowed to know all the steps to take, and you're allowed still to just sometimes have a yucky day. If it's starts stretching out into weeks and it's not like you to do that, I really want you to think about reaching out to a counselor or a coach or your primary care physician or your spiritual leaders. Yeah. Be kind to you. My name's Dr. Darcy Lord. I'm a self love expert. I'm so appreciative that you came to watch this. Um, if you feel like this could benefit somebody, will you please share it with them? And if you haven't subscribed yet, then give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'm going to see you next time. Thank you again for watching. You got this.